Good afternoon, smart viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Face to Face. My name is Josh. I'll be your guys' host today. Today we have an interesting topic. You know, I'm an 8th semester student at BNUS International, and just like every 8th semester student, they have to do this thing called a thesis. And so today, let's talk about this. We have a master thesis creator, graduate. Today here with us, we have Mr. William Grinaldi. Good afternoon, William. Thanks for being here today. How are you today, man?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're doing great?
Yeah.
William, before we get into the boring stuff about thesis, let's talk about you. All right, what do you do? Let's go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers right now.
Hi, smart viewers. I'm William. As you may know, I'm actually working here also, and I just finished my master's in communication. Yeah.
Wow.
That's basically it.
So he just finished his master's. That's amazing. So William, so you actually are part of the BNUS TV team here. What do you do here at BNUS TV?
I actually maintain marketing strategy and marketing stuffs like events or social media administrations, and also dealing with negotiations, collaborations with other parties.
Okay,
you know.
so you part of your job is you do social media as well. You do the YouTube pages, the Instagram account, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you do a really great job, man. You really post almost like every day. I mean, we've got lots of shows on BNUS TV, so you post every
almost
day.
have an information overload.
Right? I'm sure, man. And you do this thing where I see on Instagram, you post it and then you tag like 50 people on it, so everybody views it, right? So no, that's really cool. I'm actually a marketing student myself, so I took social media class and. Anyways, so besides BNUS TV, so you work here at BNUS TV. What else do you do on your spare time? What do you like to do on your spare time?
I like to exercise.
Yeah, all right. I asked him earlier. I was like, "You go to the gym?" He's like, "Yeah, you know, he works fitness first." He said.
Yeah, and also I like things involved with like visuals, like videography or video editing and. Photography also. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So do you have I'm sure you make videos. You like to make videos. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I have
a YouTube channel. And you have an Instagram. I'm sure you get a lot of good photos on there. Oh man, that's really cool. So you like to be very creative, very artsy. That's why you're here. BNUS TV production. So that's really awesome. All right. How long, by the way, have you been here doing this? How long have you been interested in just videography and visual cinematography?
Oh well. It was a long time, but after I realized it went like from junior high school. Like I'm interested in like visuals and photography and more on the like human photography, like modeling, you know, like that. And also, as I also join in the marketing communications on my bachelor degree, and started. Increasing interest in videography moreover because I joined the BNUS TV Club, the community for BNUS TV, and like I practice my video editing skills and all the skills, all the experience. I never actually trained like officially, so it's like learning by doing, mostly like that. And after this, when I was in my bachelor in visual degree, there was no social media. So after I joined BNUS TV, like social media is growing up, and then I started like growing my interest in social media because I think that's like it's something that's grabbing, you can post contents and people can, see it.
Right, it's very instant.
And
it's free, right? You sign up for an account. I mean, you can have multiple accounts now. I mean, I have 5 accounts, and you can upload, and then you can just get, there's now social media celebrities, right? People that just post photos and they have like thousands of followers, and people get they get paid endorsements. So that's really cool.
It's a very interesting topic that needs to, be examined.
Right. Something it's new. We're in the digital age, right? So you joined the BNUS TV Club first, and then you just were so into it, and eventually they hired you to be part of the marketing team here. So that's really cool, man. What else? Besides videos and photos, what else? What's something other than this, or is is that all you're interested in, or what else are you interested in?
Yeah, I like, I like to actually also to meet new people, making collaborations, I don't know, contacting people,
Yeah.
come to the show or something. I also did that because like for the start I actually joined as a public relations. So, like meeting new people and making collaborations, and then after they hired somebody in the public relations, I took more interest in on social media and try to raise more audience.
Okay, no, that's
Something,
awesome.
yeah.
No, I know you do a really great job with the Venus TV account.
Yeah.
What strategies, what special strategies do you have in social media and how to promote and stuff like that?
Well, I think like I tend to like more see it social media in a more of a corporate purpose, not just for personal. Like the way I see it is like social media is very, I don't know, it's very simple. It's very simple use, but when it's used for corporate purposes, you have to like make some specific strategies. Like you have to have specific captions, or if you YouTube, you have to like try to mention to specific related people, so that they can send response, they can watch the video, something like that.
And that's, I mean, again, there's a strategy to all of it.
Yeah.
It's not just post and then hope you get a bunch of likes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's special times, you have to
Yeah.
hashtags. I'm sure you're really big on hashtags, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we could talk forever about how the importance of hashtags. And so I think, no, that's really cool. So pretty soon we're going to talk. So you said you graduated with a master's. You just got done with your master's. Is that
Yeah,
correct? What did you just graduate with?
I mean, like when?
Yeah, no, what master's did you just graduate with?
In master's in communications.
Master's in
Yeah,
communications.
concentrating in media industry and business.
Wow, all right. Well, then you're in the right place. And where did you get that degree?
In Mercubuana universities, in university in Jakarta and other parts of Indonesia.
All right. Wow, man, that's really awesome. So,
Yeah.
so obviously to graduate, you would have had to do a thesis or dissertation.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that's something that we could talk about in a little bit, because I'm actually starting my thesis now for my bachelor's degree.
Maybe I can
right?
give some
Yeah,
tips.
definitely. I think you could give me and actually some of the viewers as well,
Yeah,
because
okay.
in the future, all the students here, they're gonna have to take thesis, and just like me, they're gonna freak out. They're like, oh my gosh. What do And you've already done 2 of them, right? You did one for your bachelor's, you did one for your master's.
Yeah.
So you've got some experience that I think we can talk about. So I think, viewers, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back with William, and we're gonna talk about the thesis.
The
Thesis. All right, thank you. We'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back, smart viewers, to Face to Face. We're here with William today. We're going to talk about thesis. Oh my gosh, the thesis is just, it's overwhelming, because, we study, university students, they study 4 years, and then their final battle is the thesis, right? Once they get that done, then they can graduate. Then they can be they put all the stuff they've learned into this one document, right? So again, for me, I'm just starting, so I'm a marketing major, and I'm in my 8th semester, and I just got my thesis approved.
about the subject.
Yeah, about the subject, my topic. So my topic is testing whether positive word of mouth is affected by, in movies, in movie scene in Indonesia, word of mouth, and how it affects the movie scene here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And so anyway, even before I wanted to do the thesis, I was like, okay, they're just like, okay, here we go, thesis time. And I'm like,
You have to
dang.
think about the subject.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know. And so I thought I had to like make up my own thing, right? And I was like, no. So they said, here, there's a bunch of journals. Why don't you go look one? You can either replicate it or synthesize it or applied study, right? And so I was like, all right, let's just replicate. Let's just do what someone else did. But
and then try to change the subject.
Change the subject, make it here in Indonesia,
Yeah.
right? It's only, even my friends were like, Josh, it's only a S1, it's only a bachelor's degree. You don't have to make up your own study.
Yeah.
So I searched through the journals, and I got one, right? Well, I'm gonna ask you because you've done 2 of these now. You just did your master's one,
Yeah.
right? So let's start with what was your bachelor's degree thesis about?
I actually took consumer behavior. So back when the marketing communication major has a topic of consumer behavior, now they don't have it. They're more focused on communications and image and and professional image. Back when they have consumer behavior, I took consumer behavior, and it's quite interesting because like consumer behavior is also a basic part of communications and marketing.
Yep.
And they have like a psychology element in it. So my tutor, my counselor, this counselor tried to suggest that I took some factors in consumer behavior. So it's it's very specific. It's called cognitive and behavioral learning.
Okay.
How it influenced the brand loyalty.
Okay. Wow.
So it's
that's good. That's
very
good. Yeah.
complex.
So it's directly to related to marketing.
Yeah. So like a psychology element, how it affects,
And this
how
is
it
something you're
builds.
interested about, right?
Yeah. It's basic, like a basic marketing concepts, So back when like I tend to like more incorporate like integrated marketing communications, but my counselors suggest that I have to have like some kind of like psychological element in it. So I took the learning as as the dependent the independent variables to try to affect the brand loyalty as the dependent variable.
See, now we're talking dependent variable, independent variable, I just started talking about that. But before we get into that, so you're going to do your thesis. You know it's coming. So how did you feel? You're like, okay, I have something. I'm ready to go. What after that how did you start the process? I mean, the hardest part of any paper is starting, right? Like for me, I haven't even started. Like it's still a blank piece of paper and I'm like, okay, Chapter 1, right?
Chapter 1,
so
okay.
how did that work out? When do you start?
Well, when you first like pick a topic, you have to have like a strong fundament of like how it triggers, how something like phenomenon or something important that triggers something, like you have to have that kind of thing so that it's kind of like easier, and also try to make it like try to gain proximity of the variables that you decide to take, like maybe examples for you. Maybe you like to watch movies so that you can try to incorporate that Indonesian movies and and then you search the factors that that tend to influence the like for example in Indonesian cinemas like that. So try to find topics that are close to your surroundings or that are evokes your interest.
Something that's interesting. I mean, don't do something that don't play your weaknesses, right? Play your strengths is what you're saying.
Pick your interest, and after that you can like examine like what is the purpose of trying to find the core of the problems. And then once you find that the problems, then you can start from there.
Okay. Yeah. So you get your problem, and then obviously they have the layout already. So you just have to start typing. Chapter 1's about the background. 2 is the theoretical framework, if I'm not mistaken, and then you go into your data, or So again, so it's all laid out. You just have to do it, right? It's very technical.
Yeah.
As you were doing your thesis the first time, right? You're typing it up and everything. How did you feel? Like, what challenges did you come up with?
Well, try to incorporate your input, the input from your thesis counselors, and also try to find the exact informations or related journals. Because in these days you have to search for journals. Back for my days, they are more relying on books. But then as time goes by, it's more concentrated on journals because like journals have more on the current data. So I think like picking up the appropriate resources also, and also like how you I mean, I mean, the data is there, but then you have to interpret
Yeah.
in your own words, like what does this passage or these statements, you know, relates to your cases, you know.
So obviously we have the theory, you know, all the data and the input,
Yeah.
you know. So now there is the part where you have to do data collection. If you're doing, I mean, there's, hold on, some more fancy words, quantitative and qualitative study,
and
right?
more concentrate on quantitative research,
Quantitative
because
research.
my first and second ones I also pick quantitative research. I
Right.
don't know. I'm more interested on like data,
Right.
like exact data, you know,
Right.
and not try to. I mean, because like quantitative and qualitative, it's like the other way around.
Yeah.
So like when you focus more on the qualitative, you tend to more delve into the phenomenon, or you know, you have in-depth interviews. And for quantitative research, it's more on the like, you know, data collections, the percentage, you know, like it's there. You just have to interpret and try to make, you know, statements on your own, based on the data. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they have the programs like SPSS.
Yeah.
Again, these are all these fancy terms I'm coming up with. I know I'm going to have to encounter them eventually.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just got to get it done, right?
If you get familiar, then you're used to it.
So then you did your bachelor's one, and then you did your master's thesis.
Yeah.
So almost the same, I'm sure, but it just
For the methods are the same, but for the data collections and the examinations, it's quite different. It's more complex on my thesis.
oh my gosh.
On my second one.
I mean, you just couldn't get enough of it the first time. You're like, you know what? I think I want to do it again the second time. Master's. All right. So I'm actually so after I get this first 3 chapters done, there's the defense, right? The thesis defense. I'm sure, you know, for everybody it's such a nerve-wracking thing because you have to stand in front of the examiners. And I mean, that's your life right there. Like, this is where it comes down. That's the game time, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you've
it's
done
like
I mean,
questions,
right? And then you have to be ready. You have to be prepared because they're gonna hound you, and they're gonna see. I mean, the pre-defense, if I'm not mistaken, is where they
so the examines after the like a method.
if they approve that, and then you can actually do the methodology. And then so I want to ask you how you feel about your defense because everybody's got different stories. We'll do that after the commercial break. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back, smart viewers. Back here at Face to Face with William. This guy's he didn't get enough of doing his thesis the first time. He had to go back and do it a second time. So after all this thesis talk we've been having, I gotta really ask, because I've been reading some things about some countries thinking about getting rid of the whole thesis thing. Like they think some universities, they just don't believe it's necessary. Because it's just, you know, nowadays, you know, doing research, it's just, why do the research, right? Everybody, there's different ways. And so, William, I'm going to ask you, what do you think what's your opinion? Do you think the thesis is really important for a university student?
Well, for academic purposes, I mean, for Indonesia, they have to have certain they have certain regulations on, you know, they have to produce like specific number of researches in a year. So they kind of like, you know, try to ask their students to make research, something like that. So it's necessary because it's based on the Ministry of Research.
So
it's a necessity.
Because it's necessary.
But from my point of view, I think that like here research are important, but like it's more exclusively on like new topics. Like for social media, they don't have that many research, especially in Indonesia. Like,
so it's just to just expand the current the trends, right? Which is social. Speaking of social media, you got an account of your own. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I know we're gonna go off this thesis subject for a bit, but I want to see some photos that you posted on your social media. Is that okay? So let's take a look. What is your account name, by the way?
My name William Grinaldi.
William Grinaldi, at William Grinaldi.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the first photo on his social media. Oh, look at that. Who is that? Right there.
It's an Indonesian singer. His name is Petra Sihombing. Yeah.
When did you meet him? When was this? Java Jazz, if I'm not.
Java Jazz 2015 2015. Yeah, I think.
All right, let's look at the next one. What do we got? Whoa, is that you?
Yeah,
That's so amazing.
It's so I don't know,
Guys,
like,
can we just take a moment to look at those guns right now? This guy works out.
I
What
don't
is
know,
it? What's
it's
going on?
inspired. I don't know. I was watching like movies like Blade Runner. And
I love
like,
it. I love it.
Like futuristic and try to incorporate fashion elements in it. So like,
This
in
guy
my
is
mind, it's
so-
like futuristic.
He's so
yeah.
creative. All right, next photo. Next photo. Man, you're a model. So you didn't tell me earlier. I asked you, what do you do? So you're a model on the side as well, aside from this videography
yeah,
stuff.
fun photo. like
That's
that.
amazing. Do we have another one? Let's get another one. Ooh, she's pretty. Who's that?
I believe she Lisa Ono. Lisa Ono is a famous jazz musician.
And what event was this one at?
Jazz in Java Jazz.
Java
also,
Jazz. So
yeah.
you went around. I mean, part of this you probably did with BNews TV. You probably did some interviews
I
as well.
also did coverage.
Coverage,
I
no,
also
that's awesome.
doing reports.
Right. No, so you got to meet. I mean, this is what's fun about this job. You get to go meet all these people, right? Let's do. How many more we got? Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. I forget his name,
Forgot
but
the
like,
name.
he's one of the performers also in Java Jazz Festival 2015. I believe he's a close friends of the promoter.
Okay.
So yeah, this is also.
Is that
an
you?
Experiment. It's part of me.
That's all you.
Part.
Wow.
It's kind of like doing impersonations of.
Did you do the editing on that photo yourself?
Yeah,
So
also.
wow. So you do not only video editing, but you do photography editing as well. So
also,
you're on a computer. You're editing all over.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
This is
I
you
use those
reporting again
apps,
at Java
but-
Jazz. So you were actually in my seat at one point. You did a few episodes of Face to Face, and then you are now here helping promote the program. That's really cool.
Sort of like that.
Wow. All right, William. Well, I mean, I guess best of luck to me for my thesis.
Best of luck to you. Good
Yeah,
luck.
yeah, I hope so, man. I'm gonna just get this done, and then what about? I mean, hopefully in the future, everybody's gonna start taking their thesis. Do you have any like inspirational thoughts? Like, what's the first thing you suggest to those guys to succeed in doing their thesis?
Well, consistency and also persistence, and I think like the willingness to just finish your thesis so that you can graduate.
Yeah, that's a
That's
a
the
good
basic
incentive.
drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the basic drive, I think.
All right.
And when your counselor try to push you, you have to push yourself also.
All right.
you know.
Well, you heard it from the master thesis man himself, Mr. William Grinaldi. He's already done 2 of these. Guys, good luck for those of you about to start your thesis. I'm gonna go do mine as well. Keep at it, be persistent, and then get that thesis done so you can graduate on time. That's it for today's episode of Face to Face. Thank you so much, William,
Thank
for being
you.
with us here today. My name is Josh, here at Face to Face. We'll see you guys next time, same place. Take care.